Hi Gemini, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your small story reading here in mid-October. So for these readings, for those of you who are new, I choose a book off the shelf. Usually it jumps out at me with a message for you. Choose a page at random, and that begins our reading. I'll share the passage with you, and from there we will pull cards. All right. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's a collective reading, so it may not resonate with your energy at this time, but if it does resonate, you will know it. All right. So today's reading that wants to speak to you here, Gemini, is Scandalabra, a book of poetry by Derrick C. Brown. Okay. And the poem that wanted to come through is one of my bookmarked poems here. It's called Valentine's Day in Dresden, and I'm going to read it to you. I recommend closing your eyes and really listening. Here we go. Valentine's Day in Dresden. I feel as ridiculous as faith-based food. Directionless like rain in outer space when you reach for me. Don't unfrill your vanilla fantastic at my black molasses. Our love would be as dumb as a bomb on a boomerang. You are sacred, ugly solace and sweet enough to have dentists boycott you. Figs in your lips. Let's not fall in love. I'm tired of stroking that kitty. I'm tired of the colon cancer from the smoke it blew up my porthole. Don't show me that you are an observatory of wet, hot bummers and boy germs. Don't come to me all dressed up in a peanut butter and nightmare sandwich. Your eyes as boring as a desert photograph. Your body a nude model for bad hotel art. And jealous as a lush, I know you will apologize in the morning for all the misplaced I love yous. I know your type. I know your font. Wingdings. Zaf dingbats. Verdana wide. You're a European mess rolling around in my favorite dress, a mouthful of hell and a chest full of hell yes. Big deal, your eyes are green and gray. Shut off the night vision, you creep. You say you can see halos streak down onto the tarmac. Those are your drunk friends, former guardians illuminating the dark interstate. I know that you hope love will come and get you, but it might rise up and banana split you, so knock it off with the eyes, sister. You kissed me on the throat. What is wrong with you? That's where I make my money. You made my heart go Max Roach. The rude noise. Our sex is just going to be a constant bungled stumbling into each other's gross. It is going to be like throwing pasta against the wall to see if we're done. I know your favorite drink is casual tea. Don't pour it on me. Get me to the hospital now. I'll have to tell the doctors how good I was feeling that day and beg them to operate to get me back to poetry normal. Speak love all you want. I don't believe what you say, but I appreciate your tone. Gemini. Whoa. Okay. Interesting poem here for you today. Oops. Okay, so Gemini, we have Valentine's Day in Dresden here, and to me, what's coming up immediately from this poem, you know, we'll see what the cards say, but it seems to me like it's a bit of a tipping point in terms of the kinds of love you're inviting into your life. It feels like, okay, I know this kind of love bomb situation. Been there, done that, been down this road. I know where it leads for me. It is an absolute moth to a flame situation, but I know it leads to my inevitable hospitalization. So maybe I don't go there this time. You know, maybe I tell you respectfully, I don't believe you. You know, okay, I've heard this kind of romantic tone before, and I just don't believe it. I appreciate your tone, but I just don't believe you. I've met you a lot, and in my experience, what you have to say is pretty much bullshit. Okay, that's the energy that's coming through here. Be that, you know, from you, from someone in your life towards you. You know, pick your role in the situation. But that's what's coming out is sort of like, I'm done inviting past destructive patterns of fantasy and illusion into my romantic sphere. I'm ready for something real and not destructive. Okay, so slow holler. That's the tarot deck. Let's see what's the story with this Gemini. What's the story here for Gemini in this small story? Small story reading, Valentine's Day in Dresden. What is this? Oh, we got a flipper. Oh, okay. Interesting. I think Seven of Stones. I think that came out in the Aries reading. I know we had a flipper. I saw it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Oh. And the Priestess was hidden behind the Oracle. Sneakers. Okay. Let me show you what we're working with here. Gemini. Dang. Dang, Gemini. That's you in the middle. Air sign. Visionary of Knives coming in hot with the perspective, with the boundaries, with the truth, being like, yeah, I've seen your kind before and I'm not interested. Who am I talking to? I love you, whoever you are, because yes. Okay. What I'm getting with this is pretty simple here. The Seven of Stones often comes through for me as some sort of spell, some sort of pattern, a web that has been weaved, an intention that has been set, you know, set in stone. And this, well, from this card, I mean, not the traditional meaning necessarily. And there's something here about like this pattern of falling in love in a certain way or responding romantically in a certain way, or, you know, like being caught in the karmic web, the habitual web of the same kind of people. You know, it's like, I've attracted another person like this. Why do I keep falling into this web, this trap, this like, I'm seeing this as like threads that are all connecting. If these are all of your exes and this is you, I'm surrounded, you know, it's like I'm surrounded by all of the same exact type of person, and they all have these connecting threads that I'm just like, how do I break this spell? How do I get out of this? If it doesn't feel that literal for you, it could be, how do I break out of this pattern of thinking about relationships? Or how do I break out of this pattern of like the way that you look at relationships, or the way that you respond in relationship situations, if it's not like you've attracted another person into your life that is the embodiment of a pattern for you. However the pattern's manifesting, there it is. And you're here with intuition strong with this oracle. You know, it's like you are the oracle. You've felt the energy. You've seen this, you've played this tape to the end. You've played this tape to the end. You've got the vision. You've seen into the future of this, and you know where it leads. You know where these kinds of relationships lead for you. And you're tapping into your intuition here regarding this, and your intuition is saying, like, defenses up a little bit here, like draw the boundaries, swoop in with the wisdom of the owl and the vision to say, no, I see this for what it is. No, this is not safe for me. That's how I see the Queen of Swords or the Visionary of Knives in this deck. I see that energy as being able to draw a boundary because you know what you need to keep your heart safe. The parameters that are necessary, interesting, that are necessary for your heart to feel safe. And you're not taking anything less at this point. And good for you. Good for you. You're not settling for anything less. You're breaking old patterns of relationship, and you're moving forward in a way that is healthy for you, that adheres to your needs, and you're moving forward from your intuition. And that means you may not exactly know where this is going to lead, because that can be true with the oracle or the priestess energy. Is like, there's a lot of mystery surrounding that, there's a lot of unknown here. But you know that you can trust yourself now, that you are a safe bet. Even if other people are not necessarily safe bets, you're a safe bet because you're going to defend the needs of your heart, and you're going to trust your intuition and move forward in that way. And so essentially this is being able to trust your judgment. Your judgment here, your judgment here, your judgment here, your intuitive judgment in relationships. Moving forward. And that is what breaks past patterns. You're trusting yourself that you're not going to get caught in somebody else's web that's not right for you. Gemini. Juicy. So I'm going to continue to pull cards here on this small story. Right, we're going to use the Dark Exact Tarot. Possibly get some Oracle. Definitely get some Oracle cards. I love an Oracle card. Okay, we got the Liminal Space deck up here. We've got the we've got the Illuminated Earth Oracle, maybe even a little botanical Major Arcana magic here. Okay, so I'm going to keep pulling cards and see exactly what this is about. Like if this is a specific situation that's up for you right now, or if you're just like shifting the way you go about relationships in general. So we're going to dive into this. If this is resonating for you, stick around. There'll be a little preview of that extended reading and you can see if it resonates with you. And if it does and you want to watch it, click the link below in the description box. It'll take you over to Vimeo where you can view that extended reading instantly. All right. Gemini, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Take care of yourself. Huge ending of a cycle of relating with people, especially romantically. That's what's coming through in this reading. The cycle is ending. Big change. That's what this is. Big changes. Wheel of Fortune. Come on. Yeah. Big changes now. The wheel is turning. You're turning a corner. Yeah. Gemini, you're turning a corner in relationships. I don't think you're going to put up with this Knight of Wands kind of energy anymore. It's like, here's what I'm getting. It's like if a fire type energy is coming my way, it's going to be a King of Wands. You know, it's going to be someone that knows how to direct that fire, not this like old past stuff, because that old past stuff is not going to make me happy. 10 of Cups reversed. I used to think that